What's going on, Ataka Squad? It's your boy Romaniki, Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again. And today, I just wanted to actually give you guys my personal thoughts on something that we've been talking about over on Twitter. Now, basically, there has actually been an influx of like Western anime. I mean, basically, I used to like anime-inspired cartoons like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Megas XLR. You got shows like Star vs. Forces of Evil. Don't judge me. My sisters actually had to get me into Sailor Moon because basically I was a kid and that's how I got into anime. Even though I kind of felt a little cheesy about it, but that's just the thing. And then you got shows like Kim Possible. That's another one. I mean, another good one. Also, the sequel to Avatar: Last Airbender, which is The Legend of Korra. But, I'm actually just talking about, things that are actually made after 2016, where everything actually has to fit, political agendas and stuff like that. Basically, it's that kind of stuff that really just grinds my gears. Because, A, I prefer having, a good story with relatable characters. B, nobody wants to deal with freaking real world politics in entertainment, okay? I mean, look how the sequel trilogy of the Star Wars series actually just went straight downhill because Kathleen Kennedy decided to actually inject real world politics into Star Wars. It's like, not going down that route. And C, basically, you're just going to keep turning your fans away just because you're trying to, and I'm using my good friend Omega Katana's words here, they're chasing after the phantom audience. Because, you see, sure, they actually might actually be much more likes and retweets. And also another thing, it's like what Reggie Golden Eagles says. Likes and retweets on Twitter or social media does not equal revenue. Okay? Basically, this is why Japan is actually still the best at making, good quality content. Because basically, they listen to their fans, they actually give them what they want. Just like I'm willing to actually give you guys, my honest and good, wholesome opinions on certain issues. And basically, you guys actually, in return, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, along with that notification bell for future updates. And basically, you guys are giving me a voice. But you see, there's a lot of basically, when the Elbas are actually making, a dark fantasy anime after, trying to cash in on Redo a Healer. Still love that show. I don't care if you actually hate me for it. You can actually eat chodes for all I care. Because basically, I don't care if you agree or disagree with me. All I ask for is that you guys actually respect my opinions. Okay? And basically, I know that there's a lot of outrage mobs and stuff like that, but nobody really cares about these people. Nobody cares about, what they're fighting for. Like, for instance, BLM or anything like that. No, all they want is money. Because basically, the one deadly sin that these people are going after is greed. Greed is one of the worst things to have. Basically, these people just want more and more. They just are consumed with so much greed. They want to keep making more money. And also, another deadly sin is gluttony. Of course, I doubt that these people actually are willing to consume money for purposes. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm more of a believer of capitalism. Because basically, it's actually, having goods for currency. Because basically, if you have a good product and you actually give it to, the customers, that's capitalism. But you see, people, the rich want us to actually make us look like, we're actually living in a socialist environment. And this is why I hate politics. Because basically, people just don't understand that we're actually so enticed on, pointing fingers, backstabbing each other, causing so much chaos and disruption and stuff like that. Freaking politics is the most toxic fandom of them all. Worse than Chippers, worse than, worse than like K-pop stands. Politics is just the bane of my existence. Why I don't follow. I mean, basically, I just can't stand it. All I want to do is just enjoy anime without having, any like gender identity, LGBT plus representation forced down my throat. No, I'm not against. I'm nothing against that. I don't need it shoved down my throat 24/7. Okay, that's what people are actually getting sick of. They're actually getting sick and tired of all this bullcrap that's going on in the world today, and yet, basically, it's causing people to actually lose, trust in what's being said. But this is just me. I don't want us to actually be like that. Okay? All I want us to do is just to actually be ourselves. Enjoy what we want to enjoy, whether it's anime, video games, comic books. In fact, I'm actually supporting indie comics because basically the comic pros are actually, telling us, the fans, that we're toxic, we're istophobes, we're alt-right Yahtzees. Okay, I'm done with that, okay? As soon as you turn your back on the customers and the consumers and the fans, my loyalty to you is just now and forever severed. In fact, don't even get me started on what this person did to Stan Lee. A great man, a great soul, and yet they call him problematic. That is just one stone too far. Okay? Basically, all I'm saying is, as a fan, we need to stand up for what we believe in. I actually really do appreciate you guys actually, coming to see me actually vent my frustrations and listening to my rants, but this is just something I really just need to get off my chest. And basically, I want to make more good quality content for you guys, because basically, this is actually, what makes it any tuber unique, like myself. I mean, if you guys want me to actually give my thoughts on like certain anime, all you gotta do is just let me know down in the comments, like what anime you should actually make me, like, have me watch. Like, basically, if it's actually on Crunchyroll, even though that's actually complete garbage, whether it's on High Dive, Netflix. I don't have Hulu, so that's out of the question. But beyond that, anything goes. So, just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom, and until the next one, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, sayonara, everyone.